No matter what medication she is given, the virus keeps deteriorating her body. Meanwhile, a nurse checks on Irene and leaves the medical room when his shift ends. He then disposes of all his protective gear in a separate room and heads to the canteen. Unfortunately, despite all his precautions, the nurse catches the virus and he unknowingly spreads it to a few people. After a few hours, the infected begin coughing, and Vargas quickly understands that his worst fears have come true. He confronts the head of operations, Susanna, for her immature decision, but surprisingly, the latter still defends herself. She claims that it's the doctor's fault who didn't use proper equipment to combat the situation. Vargas has had enough, so being the bigger man, he simply leaves her be. In the next scene, a strict quarantine is initiated inside the base, meaning that no one can exit the premises. Moreover, the agents that are on duty in the past are ordered to remain there until everything becomes normal. Vargas then summons all the employees inside the base and explains the situation to them. After a while, Susanna takes over and reassures everyone that there is nothing to worry. Julian finds out that he has diabetes. This is because in the modern world, a person with diabetes is easily identifiable. However, the nurse, who is studying the curriculum of the 20s, is left in utter disbelief. She doesn't understand how Julian was able to find the problem in just a matter of minutes. Over the course of the next few days, the group continues investigating the matter, but no leads are found. However, they do manage to strike up a good relationship with the students. In particular, Julian forms a good bond with the female nurse. But one day, the agents find something very shocking. It is a modern picture of Julian with his wife. It gets even weirder. There is a stamp of MOT behind the picture. This means that whoever is behind the tablet incident wants the group to stop messing around. That night, they return back to the present and show the picture to Chief Fernando. The latter is shocked that someone is going behind their backs and using their time machine. He believes that someone very close to them is the culprit. However, Irene thinks otherwise. She asserts that it is an ex-agent named Lowleaf. It gets even weirder. There is a stamp of MOT behind the picture. This means that whoever is behind the tablet incident wants the group to stop messing around. That night, they return back to the present and show the picture to Chief Fernando. The latter is shocked that someone is going behind their backs and using their time machine. He believes that someone very close to them is the culprit. However, Irene thinks otherwise. She asserts that it is an ex-agent named Lola who is fired for being erratic. As the discussion goes on, Chief Fernando gets some news. It turns out that the legendary painter Dali's earliest paintings were sold just a few days ago. This is virtually impossible because according to history, all his early work was destroyed in a fire. But Julian believes that it makes their case even more believable. Whosoever is messing with them is using the time machine to go back in time, buy Dali's paintings, and then sell them in the modern world. In the next scene, the group returns to the past and Julian immediately gets to work. He approaches Dali and introduces himself as a painter. Julian then asks